Hello, sweeties. Can you believe it? It's the end of yet another month. Do you feel as though you're already being dragged into the middle of the year and nothing's changed? Actually, loads has changed. It just all happens so slowly we tend to lose track of the good stuff. So, make a list of everything you're grateful for. When you say thank you for something, the universe gives you more of what you're focused on. And when you moan like an idiot, same thing. The universe gives you more reasons to moan. It's true. Thanks for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. Don't forget to subscribe and like it and share it and all that stuff. Let's get to the stars. Pisces, my little chocolate truffle, this is definitely one of your better weeks. We've got communications back on track, yay. Your mouth is crammed full of birthday cake, and the planet of romance and gorgeousness is just wafted in, making you gorgeous and romantic. All you're short of now is a few extra bucks, which won't take all that long to arrive. Meanwhile, flaunt your stuff, smile with teeth, wait for someone fabulous to offer you help. In fact, there is no better time to be starting a new business if you're that way inclined, or you could invent your own charity or just save the world. You know, close your eyes and jump. You'll land in exactly the right space. Trust yourself. That's it for Pisces. Aries, my little Rottweiler, have you been fighting with everyone who crosses your path? It's called frustration. And when you're not getting your own way, you lose the plot, which you have to admit is not very grown up. Still, never mind that. We now have a few very teeny misunderstandings to deal with. Nothing that a very small amount of groveling won't fix. Meanwhile, your career is moving along swimmingly, and your love life is, what should we call it, interesting. So just stay generous and compassionate. Remind yourself that not everyone is as strong as you are. And remember to keep your ego on the bottom shelf. You can always drag it back out whenever you think you need it. That's it for Aries. Taurus, my little jam donut, what's going on here? Your love life is taking a small amount of strain, but it's not entirely your fault. We've got the planet of war and passion in your sign, and you're forgetting your manners, let's be honest. Try focusing on the passion side of things, which does not mean climbing into bed with anything that's not nailed down, incidentally. Passion is about finding something to love in everything you do. You know, finding your passion, what everyone wants. And if that takes the rest of your life, well, what else were you going to do with all that time? Of course, if you're single, you can definitely prepare for a magical moment. And while you wait, look out for a fab new job offer. There's something real fun out there, just for you. That's it for Taurus. Gemini, my little raspberry. You know, all that flexibility is fine, but too much of it, especially at work, just makes you look mildly dilly. So sure, change your mind if you want. And yes, you're probably ready for something new, but if you can, just wait a while. Because something new is definitely on the way. But sometimes you'll discover that it's better to let the train arrive on its own instead of racing down the track after it. You know? And meanwhile, how about another look at your love life? Someone close is feeling all sulky and neglected. And since the planets are sitting on your creative side, think of something fabulously romantic to do. You'll amaze yourself with your ingenuity. That's it for Gemini. Cancer, my little coconut tart. You have been paying far too much attention to what everyone else thinks. But what you've obviously forgotten is that as soon as the crowds have had their fun judging you, they'll just go home and get on with their lives. They don't really give a toss about what you do. So it's time to find out what you think. And of course, you've been so busy trying to please the hordes, you've completely forgotten what you want. Besides, your finances are doing the utmost to improve their flow, so stand aside and let them in. Love will be back as soon as you feel more deserving. Concentrate on remembering how fabulous you are. No more idiots allowed in your space. That's a rule. That's it for Cancer. Leo, my little leprechaun, are you having a good time? The truth is, everything's more or less moving in the right direction, just maybe not quite as quickly as you'd like. which is a pain, it's true. But patience is an energy you'll learn to love once it starts making you money. Interesting. For now, just say yes to everything. But get one of your more sensible friends, find one if you haven't got one, to check details before you sign anything. Of course, right now you're much more interested in that really feisty love life, which frankly needs all your many charms to keep the flames alive, if you're paying attention. Pride has absolutely no place in that enormous beating heart. So it's your turn to be the bigger person, smile and wave, agree with everybody. Everyone loves to be right now and then. That's it for Leo. Virgo, my little buffalo. Just remember, you're not generous because you're hoping to get something back. You're generous because it's in your nature and it makes you feel good. So stop fretting about what everyone else is doing and stick to your own plan. There always has to be at least one person out there who wants to make the world a better place. Meanwhile, you're having a few money dramas with a lover. Don't get into those ego things. Just trust your own judgment and make decisions that work for everyone. And look out for new work opportunities. Something big is out there and you deserve the very best, obviously. That's it for Virgo. Libra, my little flower pot. If you were ever hoping to get exactly what you ordered, this is the perfect time. Provided, of course, you actually know what you want. You know how dilly you can get. And while you're out there making life changes, remember your manners. Or you could lose a couple of friends along the way. Just be nice. Everything at work is on track. Almost as though it was specially designed to meet your requirements, which means there's absolutely no need to lose it just because someone borrowed your favorite lipstick. What the heck? You can afford some new ones, and you know how you love to share. That's it for Libra. Scorpio, my adorable little sausage. Don't fret if you've been having a hard time. The universe does that to all of us, clobbers us over the head when we're not paying attention. It's called a cosmic smack, and it hits you in the face whenever you're sitting around hoping your problems will disappear in a puff of smoke. None of that. Buried work dramas are coming out of their caves, forcing you to find your courage. The planets want you to clear up your mess, any mess. Energy cannot flow in a heap. And if that all sounds too boring to get out of bed for, think of this. The rewards start arriving later today. Get dressed at once and smile happily. That's it for Scorpio. Sagittarius, my little ice cream cone. Just because no one can figure out how your mind works doesn't mean it's not working. This is the perfect moment to start listening to that inner voice and to pay attention to yourself for a change. Remember, you're just as important as anyone else, so don't even think of putting other people's needs before your own. It's time to find your voice and use it loudly. The planets are catching up to you and the goodies are already on their way. By Friday, you'll be in a much better space. And if you're tired of coping on your own, there's a fab new love affair out there just waiting for you to comb your hair. You can do it. That's it for Sagittarius. Capricorn, my little horseradish. This is one of those weeks when you rearrange the furniture or paint the walls or maybe even have one of those fabulous socially distanced dinner parties. Yum. Whatever you do, though, make sure it's connected to the home. And while you're there, think of ways to keep all your options open. You have a knack of sort of sliding into the first available rut and staying there. Sure, you always like to do the right thing, but just occasionally, the wrong thing might take you down a more interesting road. Wear red, buy yourself flowers, and get ready to play. The planets want you to have a really good time. That's it for Capricorn. Aquarius, my little bunny rabbit, are you okay? Not so much. Well, the emotions are a little wobbly at the moment, so make sure you've calmed down before making any grand announcements. You know, it's always so fabulous to storm out and slam the door, but then what? Then you've got to make a new plan long before you're ready. So pay attention. Whatever you're feeling right now has much more to do with you than them. And either way, by tomorrow you'll be in a completely different space. So give your relationships some time to show their true colors. And while you wait for that, look out for new ways to make money. There are plenty about, amazingly. That's it for Aquarius. Thank you, delicious creatures, for listening to Astrology with Linda Shaw. This is the perfect time to start believing in your own magic and to make something fabulous happen. So whenever you're out there in the world, protect yourself in a bubble of flames or silver, whatever you like. Then ask your angels to help you and keep smiling even if you don't feel like it. Smiling lifts your vibration. Give it a bash. Now, if you'd like to subscribe or like or share or any of those other things, press the buttons. And have a great week and remind yourself every 5 seconds just how amazing you are. Give yourself permission to succeed. It's important. Bye now.